absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. He was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great.
He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Into the red zone. It's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Texans are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Carr. Touchdown, Texans. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver after a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 26. Now Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 78 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Oh, what a catch by Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Wilson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and his throw is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. There's Wilson to throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Play action. Now Wilson. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Wilson. Out quickly to Judy. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. From the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Yeah, the Broncos are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Coming out now, the Broncos. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. There's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And Joseph Charlton on now to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Throwing now is Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's hard to believe as he gets that first down, but Sammy Watkins is in his 9th NFL season, and he still hasn't even turned 30 yet. Plenty of tread left on the tires to be a contributor, like he has been with 4 teams over his first 8 years in the league.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go, and now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson, open man, he completes it to Judy. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Throw left side, complete. That's Williams. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Matt Judon. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Johnson's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Carter's throw going into the hands of Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Phillips now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Finding room at midfield. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Up the middle, it's Williams. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. His throw incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this. But you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Carr now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Carr on the bootleg. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. He's got room at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. On play action. Now Carr. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and goal. Melvin Gordon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Melvin Gordon. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. Now Wilson. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and the Texans scoop it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players?
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. To throw his car. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 19-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Carr. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Texans are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Denver's offense now set to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And it's caught. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Mike Williams, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Wilson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Wilson will throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. It's caught. Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the shotgun, Wilson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. To throw again is Wilson. Smith catches left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now it's Wilson.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And Johnson's kick is good.
And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This is Gordon as they go to him again.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon.
Pat Surtain up to make the play. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars.